Have you never questioned why in America you can own a gun, defend yourself? In Amsterdam you can smoke weed. You can do a lot of things in other countries that you can't do in England. Have you not ever questioned why? Have you not ever asked that question, why can Americans own guns? And why are we constantly being disarmed here in England? I'll tell you why. It's because the Americans have got the Constitution. And the reason they got the Constitution is because of the fucking English royals when we tried to take over there. If you never asked the question why the English royals own, or so say own, most of the land on the world, it's because we're the head of the fucking snake here. Not us personally, but the royals. And there's a reason they're disarming us. And it ain't right. It ain't right. Why is there so many different rules and laws in different areas, and yet we're all the same people, just from different areas? If you never asked yourself why? If you never asked yourself who give the royal family the right to control our country, control parts of the world? The English were bastards, especially in the royals back in the day. We invaded loads of people, including America. And the reason Americans have got the Constitution is because of us, because of the English government, the English royals. And that's why they can also carry guns. So where's the English Constitution? Where is our rights to carry arms, to defend ourselves? Where's ours? Aren't we given God-given rights when we're born? Don't we possess and own and inherit the land, the air, and the sea, and all its dominions when we're born from God? Aren't we God's creation? Don't the government work for us? Isn't the royals meant to swear an oath to uphold our common law, God's law? Where the fuck is our common law? Where the fuck have all these acts, statutes and legislation come from? Like I say, aren't the government public servants work for the people? And don't anything created by man can't stand above man? So what the fuck's going on? Why are we being disarmed, bullied, and told what to fucking do when we're their boss? Makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense. The reason the fight is in America is because of the Constitution. That's why the fight's there. But don't get it twisted. England is the head of the snake. Who was the Queen's financial advisor? The Rothschilds. The reason we've been disarmed is because the fucking devil lives in a palace in England. The head of the snake is in a palace in England. And they can't have us running around with guns and weapons. Because when we find out the truth, they know what will happen. And that's why there's different laws here than there is to America. America give us that. And the forefathers created the Constitution. It doesn't give us, or give them even, their rights. It stops the governments from fucking with their rights. So why have we not got that? What the fuck's going on? Why is there police running around with guns? Criminals running around with guns and knives. But good people that go through all the right things, they still try and take them guns off them, their gun licenses. Why do you even need a fucking license? Aren't we all responsible adults? And shouldn't the unresponsible adults be the ones that get their guns took away? Should anyone have their rights took away? Yeah. We're not in a good situation in England. The three strangleholds on the planet, on the world, on the plane, whatever it is you want to call it. I couldn't give a fuck. It doesn't really matter. What matters is we're alive. What also matters is what we allow happen to us. What the fuck is England doing? Why is not everyone up in arms? Why are we not owning guns? Why do we need a license to do fucking absolutely anything? Fish, hunt, drive a car, ride a bike. Why do we have to ask the councils for permission to build stuff on our own properties? It's all fucking upside down. And the only ones that can change it is us. By realising what the fuck is going on. Forget everything else at the minute. Just focus on that one thing. Why is it alright in Amsterdam to smoke weed? It's completely natural. We've got THC receptors in our bodies. We're meant to have THC, which is part of the cannabis. Why are they blocking out the sun? With chemtrails, they've really got to look up. They're going about global warming. Why are they blocking out the sun? Because the sun's good for us. Before people worshipped God in churches, there were sun worshippers. Sun worshippers that used to look up at the sun. And you know, looking up at the sun, 20 minutes as it's first rising, and 20 minutes before it just sets, it's really good for you to stare at the sun with your eyes open. It's really good for you. So why is it every time the sun's rising, and throughout the night they do it, they make sure there's chemtrails to stop us, to stop getting that goodness. You've got to start questioning absolutely fucking everything. Everything in our lives has been a lie. And anything that's true, they've tried to fucking wipe it out of history. Burnt books, changed meanings of words, changed names of people, took down statues. We are surrounded by evil. And we outnumber this evil. What the fuck are we doing, allowing this to happen? We can't blame anyone else. It's us that are the fucking problem. It's us allowing them to do it. Start questioning. Start getting mad. Because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take all of us. And when we all do this, start thinking on the same level, and start really, and I do mean really, working together, there's nothing we can't achieve. I know a lot of you are just hiding your head in the sand still. Some of you can see what's going on, but you don't want to admit to it, in fear of being slandered and having your character assassinated like every one of us did during the 2020 bullshit. The trouble is, if you don't pull your head out your arse and out the fucking sand, this truth is going to knock you fucking sideways and fuck your head. It's that simple. Start waking up. Start fucking interacting with people. Start asking fucking questions. Start fucking doing something. We've been waiting on you. We're still waiting on you. Hurry the fuck up. Sort yourselves out. And one more thing to add to that as well. So the three strangleholds on the planet, on the world, or the plane. I was going to say this in the video and I forgot to say it. So the three strangleholds is the Vatican, Washington DC, and England. England is the finance. Vatican is obviously the religion. And DC is the military. And they're all in conjunction. So what we're seeing happening right now, they're all crumbling, all at the same time. The Vatican's almost imploding. Look at the Pope, especially in May. It's going to be fun May. Look at the royals in England. It's imploding. They're going down the fucking toilet. And now look what's going on in Washington, D.C. With everything going on there, with the politics that's coming out of Washington. Trump's winning in every fucking way possible. We are watching the systematic destruction and the fall of the cabal, the Roman Empire fall in. We're watching it, we're witnessing it, we're part of it. We're watching it fall all together, simultaneously. That's why you see in the shit with the royals, that's why you see in the shit with the Pope, that's why you see in the shit with Biden. All three are playing out at the same time. And they're all going to be gone soon. And what awaits us after this bullshit? So regardless to whether you guys fucking wake up or not and jump on board and help out with this shit that we've been fighting for so long now, regardless, it's going to end one day. It's going to end. We've already won. God wins. You know, that's it. It's going to end either way, whether you do nothing or whether you jump in and help. The only difference it makes whether you help now or not is how quick we can get this fucking dealt with. And not only that, if you don't help and we have to deal with this and it takes longer than it needs to, like it already has done, we're obviously going to hold you accountable too, because we see you all. We see the shills, we see the infiltrators, we see the grifters, we see the paedophiles, we see the corrupt politicians, we see the fucking lot of you, we see the people in the movement that are asleep, we see all of you. We see absolutely every one of you. And there is going to be a price to pay here on earth and up there on Judgment Day. Everyone's being watched. Your actions are being watched. And you need to start doing the fucking right thing. This is far bigger than any of us. But we, together, collectively, as people, are far bigger than everything else. This is why it's important to unite. This is why it's important for them to divide and conquer, order out of chaos. They don't give a fuck about us. But they're your three strangleholds on the world anyway. So Washington, the Vatican and London, City of London. All three have got their own jurisdictions, their own laws, they don't pay no taxes. We're the fucking mugs. But you've got to think about it as well, it is something to fucking ponder over. Forget everything else. Right? So forget everything else, right? The three things as a pecking order. Sorry, not three things, there's a pecking order. And the pecking order is God. God's law, common law. No loss, no harm, no damage, no fraud. Then there's man, people. Then there's government. Then there's police, councils and so forth. So, God being top. God's law, common law, being second in line, the pecking order, then people. So we can't stand above God's law. So God's law is ultimate. Common law is the ultimate law, the only fucking law on the land. Not this bullshit we're seeing from the legal system. That's it. So it's God, God's law. We can't stand above God's law because it was made by God. People were made by God. We can't stand above God. But anything made by man cannot stand above man. And man made government, man made the police, man made these legislations, these acts, these statutes. Therefore, they cannot stand above us. So get a fucking grip. What are we doing? We're their boss. Why are we allowing this shit to happen? It's only down to us. They're going to do it and do it and do it. The courts, probations, the fucking police. Most of these people don't even know what the fuck they're doing while they're doing it. We have to correct their mistakes. We have to stand up together. We have to unite. Common law is the only law of the land. They're using law of the water on land, and we're all being deceived. We're all being bent over and fucking shafted by our employees. It's that simple. If you can't get your head around that, I don't know what else to say to you. Nothing made by man can stand above man. God is our creator. He created us. We created government. We are its creator. We are creators too. We have the ultimate power. We're the people. Start using our power. We're much smarter, much cleverer. Listen, these people that have been doing this to us are much smarter than us. We're dumb as fuck, if I'm honest with you, because they've been able to pull the wool over our eyes. They know how powerful we are, and yet we don't. Work it out. It only needs us to stand up. And the game is fucking over. Take care.